One thing I remember about the Swanee River, I was at my friend's place one time and they had
See one of those soft, cuddly reptiles.
oh yeah, appears to be relatively fresh brown paint. I promise this vlog isn't about tires. Good morning, everybody. Kyle here with Kyle Kind of Vlogs. I hope you all had a wonderful weekend, a magnificent weekend. We had a good one here. It's been hot. I think Florida has officially shed winter and has moved on straight to summer, which it tends to do pretty. It's pretty big memory of mine is there's not a big divide between winter and summer here, and I believe we are here. I did just leave Walmart. I had picked up a couple of new tires. I had bought these here about a year ago, maybe a little over a year ago, and they were on the front, and the ones that I were on the rear were they were absolutely worn out, not even close to being worn out. They were completely worn out. So I was able to get two more, and I had put them on the front, and I did get myself an oil change at the Walmart. So really exciting stuff this morning here in Live Oak, Florida. I have been putting off changing the oil and buying these tires for a while, so I ordered them last week, and this morning I was able to get over there and get them put on, because to say the tires were overdue, it would be an understatement of 2026. But yeah, guys, thanks for joining me today. I figure since we're out here about 30 miles from Madison, where we're staying, I figured we'd go out and do a little exploring today. So it's just shy of 11 o'clock, and don't really have today's actually the end of the rally, so the really only thing they have going on there today is what they call the donut send-off, but all but 10 families is staying the month anyways, so not really something we gotta attend to, and a lot of folks would just be resting. I'm not gonna lie, it's been exhausting, this rally. These rallies are a lot, and I honestly did participate a ton, and I'm still tired. Stayed out a couple nights kind of late, or at least late for me, and I'm a little dragging today. But enough about that. We are going to drive around a little bit, kind of very remote, desolate part of Florida, no doubt about that. Hopefully run into a couple of interesting things to take a look at, and honestly just see where the vlog takes us. Who knows? You never really know with these types of videos. Not super familiar with this part of the state, and it will be nice to get out and explore a little bit. But again, thanks for joining me, and let's get this vlog underway. So as I was doing my research on my map, I realized there's not much to eat once I leave this area. So Moe's it is. Early lunch. I'm starving, actually, because I've been up early. My appointment was 8 o'clock this morning at Walmart, so I've been going for quite a while this morning. I'm pretty hungry. And some of the areas I do plan to head in doesn't seem to appear to have many options. So Moe's is. I haven't had Moe's in years, guys. It's one of those. I don't know. I just never really think about it. And actually, now that I think about it, I don't really see Moe's a lot, other than when I'm in the south. I don't know, the southeast. I don't know why that's the case, but yeah, kind of typical. So I got a burrito. Pretty big, probably sucker's heavy. I got adobo chicken burrito, and they fill your bag with potato chips or tortilla chips. I think it's pretty cool. And what's really cool about it, one thing I do like about Moe's a lot is they have like a salsa bar. So now they've actually added salsa since I've been there. Before they would have like, I think 3, like a mild salsa, usually like a tomatillo based salsa, and then a spicy one. Now they have a poblano crema and a chipotle ranch, and then I did get the spicy salsa. Yeah, have myself a little feast here before we head out into even more rural North Florida. I love a burrito. I don't eat them a lot though, honestly, because we go to Chipotle, typically I get a burrito bowl, which is a burrito without tortilla, obviously. Yeah, figure why not. Can't really see what's in it yet, but I did chicken. Actually, let's get a bite. So I did chicken, cilantro lime rice, pinto beans, jalapenos, onions. Is that it? I think that's it. Oh, some of the chipotle ranch. Pretty good. Pretty tasty burrito, honestly. Try out some of the crema. It's actually really good. Honestly, this is better than I remember it being. Chipotle is like, or at least in my mind, has always been kind of like the top tier fast food Mexican place. You know, and then you got Moe's. You have one called Qdoba, or yeah, there's Qdoba. You know, and there's what is there? Something Cantina's Fresh, but so there's a few of them. There's some regional ones, but to me, Chipotle was always kind of been like the highest quality, which that's up for debate anymore. Years ago, I felt that way. Not so much anymore. I really only go there now because of Molly. But honestly, not a bad burrito. Not bad at all. I'll try one of the. Try a little bit of. Oh crap! I overfilled my salsa. It just went everywhere on my dash. Types. Try some of the salsa there. The spicy. It's honestly not a bad burrito. Far better than I remember being. Let me finish eating here. We'll start making our way. We're not going super far. Maybe half an hour from here. And check out some stuff. So just outside of Live Oak is this abandoned bridge. So I was reading a little bit about it. It said it was built in 1931 and a newer bridge was built in the last few decades that pretty much just made this one, best I can understand, just not useful anymore. So they have abandoned it and it has become like a hotspot for graffiti. They weren't lying. It is everywhere. But yeah, it is open. I guess this kind of plays as like a, well, the road is an actual road that leads to it, but I believe at this point it kind of turns into like a little park or like a walking trail, as you can see going in this direction. But it also, well, the actual purpose of the bridge is it spans over the Swanee River. I wonder if that's the bridge that replaced it. I'm going to go out on a limb and say probably so. Definitely a Florida river. It's definitely low though. You can see it everywhere. You know, I've said that many times. This winter, a lot of the water areas in Florida are very low. Kind of cool though. Really cool rock formations there. I guess that's limestone would be my guess. And over the years, it has turned into jagged riverbank. But yeah, you can see there's a good deal of sand exposed there, and you can see where the river has receded. I don't know if it's a drought due to rain, if it's a drought due to just a water management situation. I'm not exactly sure. But yeah, pretty cool bridge. They got some folks left some locks here. Apparently, to the locals, this is considered the bridge to nowhere. I think that's a very fair statement. Beautiful day here, though. Definitely a lovely day to be out exploring. So, fun fact, I have spent a little time on the Swanee River. A friend of mine, his family owned a, I guess it'd be river house. And I would go visit. I would go with them sometimes when I was a teenager. And we actually rented a houseboat one time and spent about 4 days on the river. The river gets much larger the further so it starts in Georgia, which is honestly not far in that direction, and runs down southward, and it does get substantially wider. I do know that. There's some bubbles down there. I wonder if it's a gator. But yeah, I would say it's where my friend's parents' place was. It was a pretty good way. I would say half mile across, 3/4 mile across potentially, where this is 100 feet maybe. I mean, so yeah, the river gets much larger, and we rented this houseboat, and that was a unique experience. At that point in my life, I had never been on a cruise boat. I had never slept on water, I guess would be the best way to put it. That was a memorable experience. Apparently there's been a horse on the bridge lately, or someone just decided to bring a bunch of horse crap. I'm not really sure which one it is. And ironically, it's sitting in what appears to be relatively fresh. Oh yeah. Appears to be relatively fresh brown paint next to brown horse crap. See if I can make my way down to the underside of the bridge without breaking my neck on these oak leaves. A couple options here. Oh, okay. It appears that the graffiti does carry on down below. One thing I remember about the Swanee River, I was at my friend's place one time, and they had jet skis, and we were just zooming along the river. Mind you, again, the river was probably many times wider than it is here. And we were riding along, cruising pretty good, and these gigantic sturgeon, or at least a gigantic sturgeon, jumps out of the water pretty close to us. And if you don't know, those things can be deadly. It's kind of a thing here, you know, in the south. These sturgeon, I mean, they're massive. Like, they get 50, 60 pounds. They're really big fish. And they jump. Like, they jump out of the water like a dolphin, I guess. And people in their boats or jet skis are running along. A 50, 60 pound fish jumping out of the water could be quite a disaster. And yeah, that scared the crap out of me. Needless to say, I slowed my butt way down. When giant fish are flying out of the water, I think it's time for me to get off the water. I was wondering if they had any homeless population here. It does appear on the other side of the bridge to span quite a bit more than it does here. It doesn't run very deep this side of the river, but on this side you might be able to see a tent up there. I'm assuming they probably do have a homeless population that makes their way to this area. Looks like I have found the remnants of some of the brown paint there, sitting at the very top of this graffitied up trash can. I did see some fresh orange too. Oh, and the brush. Paint's still wet on the brush. Well, I got here, and this is what I was greeted with. I don't know if it's actually closed or you're supposed to walk back there, because there's like a little parking section right out here. Yeah, why not? What are they gonna do? I mean, I guess they could arrest me. Hopefully I don't get arrested for trespassing. We're gonna go check it out. Check out the size of this massive oak, though. Like, the base of it there is like the size of the back of my car. And it's got all these various large shoots going up. There are some absolutely massive oaks in North Florida. One right over there, too. Not honestly, probably about half the size of that one. And it within itself is also massive. Falmouth Spring is a first magnitude spring with an elongated pool and flowing more than 65 million gallons daily. During Swanee River flood events, the spring will reverse flow. In these events, water from the river will flow from the siphon to the vent at a noticeably high level. And that would be why it's closed off. Yeah, it's kind of sad. Definitely not the pictures I saw online. But But apparently, the best I can understand it is it's like a window. So basically, you know, there's tons of springs in this part of Florida, and it's a window to a cave. So basically, it's like an underground flowing river, and somehow this top gut came off of this cave, and you're supposed to be like to be able to see down in it. That's definitely not the case at the moment. Maybe they clean this up. Maybe they have a way of cleaning it. I'm not too sure. But honestly, there's not even like, I don't see any water moving. The water's just kind of like stagnant and sitting there. So maybe this is a lost cause at this point. Or maybe it's the master tree that fell in the middle. I don't know. I couldn't say. Kind of a spooky little stop here, accompanied by another abandoned bridge. I'm starting to see a theme here in North Florida, in the Big Bend area of North Florida. Yeah, I guess I-90 came through and kind of really changed a lot around these parts. I saw this a minute ago. This is kind of creepy. So there's like this, I don't know, I'm gonna assume this was part of the sawmill. I do love the vines though. Yeah, this is freaking weird looking in here. Yikes. It is super cool how the vines and the trees have literally just grown to this concrete pylons. Huh. Plenty of trash. Like a deer hunting tree stand down there too. Yeah, so this is like all an enclosure in here. Some sort of old building. Huh. Hard to tell at this point in time. This is pretty cool. That's like a modern looking door there. So it said it declined after the 1900s, and the post office, the Ellaville post office, finally closed about mid-war in 1942. Some interesting looking ruins, though. I will say that it's amazing to me how the trees and the vines have like completely covered this place. Yeah, they're sad looking. Eesh. Had electricity at one time. Yeah. Oh, look at the tortoise. Oh my gosh, look at him. Just chilling. Hello there, friend. Huh. Didn't expect to roll up on a tortoise. Well, there you go. I think I'll forego this amenity, at least this time. I don't believe this is the mansion they were talking about. I'm not sure if this was part of the manufacturing that was here, the sawmill. I really don't know. 2025 Nova. Whatever the heck that means. Got it blocked off in here. Ooh. This has definitely been ransacked a little bit. It has seen better days. So, I mean, yeah, the river's probably not more than 100 yards or so in that direction. This old house, though, is... Somebody had smashed the crapper down there. Let's see my tortoise friend before I go. Oh, he's coming out even more. Hey there, fella. Hey there, big fella. I mean, he is looking straight at me. He's like, why are you in this abandoned old crack house? I don't know. He probably doesn't say that. He's not going to call his house a crack house. Yeah, I believe this over here is river access. There's pupper number one. What's up, dude? What's up, buddy? Oh, guys. What's up, guys? What's up, Kevin? Let everybody else get their attention, too. Theodore, wee girl. Kevin Ray, can you settle your butt down? Can you settle down? Can you settle down? He's still glowing from his dog performance the other day in the Bus Life Dogs video. Hi, Theo. I know, Wheezy back there, wait, patient, getting smacked by your gigantic tail. Oh, Wheezy girl. Oh, Wheezy girl. Oh, puppies. Let's go check on Jen, see what she's up to this afternoon. Or maybe not. I guess she's in here. I heard there might be some gators on the bank, so we're going to go check it out real quick. I'm actually going to film my phone because I have a much wider or broader option for zooming in. So hopefully we can see one of those soft, cuddly reptiles. Alright guys, look right there. So you can see like the back of his tail and his head's popped up right there. Let me zoom in. Look at him. He's chilling. He's probably 4 foot. Just chilling. That's the only one I've seen. I thought there was one. Supposedly there was one out on the bank, but I guess that's close to the bank. Maybe that was the one, and he's kind of scuttled back into the water a little bit. It's amazing to me how absolutely still they are and how absolutely still they stay. Thank you all for joining me today. I appreciate it as always. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Kind of a little preview of some of the stuff around us here. Just had that appointment this morning. Just figured we'd check out a couple things that have been popped up on our radar here in the last, since we've been here in Madison. But got our tires put on, which is... Even I should have shown you the before of the tires that were on the rear of the car. They were definitely at the point that they needed to be replaced, and I'm glad we were able to get that done today. And I hope you guys had a wonderful weekend again. The rally just ended up today, as I think I might have mentioned that earlier in the video. So the campground is definitely a little quieter today. Got to see our little reptile friend over there. That was kind of cool how he was just... Like I was walking, I was kind of my eye out looking for him, and I just saw like this tail sticking out, but I didn't see the rest of him. And funny enough, when I got close enough, you could see his head, and like the middle part of his body was like a little bit submerged. So got to see one in a pretty decent fashion there, and Yeah, guys, we'll see you tomorrow. We got a whole week full of videos here, and mixing up a little bit this week. Got a fun week ahead for filming, and I'm excited, and I'm excited for you all to join me. But yeah, guys, be well, and we will see you tomorrow, and take care of yourselves and each other, guys. Bye for now.